Dan Roach from WBZ. Just a thought, Bill Russell was hospitalized overnight. He's out now and released, and he's apparently okay. Just a thought on Bill Russell, what you know of Russell, and what he means to the Celtics family.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that was scary news, and then happy to hear that he's doing better and that he's been released from the hospital. He's the ultimate basketball winner. Something that, from the standpoint of the way he impacted winning, the unselfishness of a teammate, what he stood for off the floor, everything about him. It's an honor to get a chance to work for the Celtics, and those teams and those people from those teams, and obviously Bill Russell being one of those, main people in Celtics history are why it's an honor to work for them, because of the bar they set for all of us.
Adam Himmelsbach with the Boston Globe. Brad, do you get a sense with Shane, is there a point where it kind of switches from structural issue to pain tolerance with him, and just kind of what he can handle? And like this morning, he sounded like he's kind of itching to give it a shot when he's able, regardless of how
he
he's
still
feeling.
can't do some of the functional stuff that he needs to be able to do when you're talking about in the middle of contact, catching a ball, making a quick decision, whipping it across his body, catching and shooting, anything where he's low and comes across the screen with that shoulder right there. So it's just like any other injury. There are a lot of things that you need to be able to do before you get back out on the court. And he's just not there yet. He's itching to be there. And I appreciate that about him, but obviously we ask a lot of him when he's on the court, and in the other series and in this one, I mean, if you end up guarding some of these shooters and they're coming off screens, you're trailing with that left shoulder down. That's it's not ready yet, and so we're not going to put him out there till he's ready.
Steve Ashburn, NBA.com. We know the one-loss records. I'm just wondering, what differences have you seen in your players when they've played at home versus when they've been on the road this postseason? And is there anything that, like, you or your staff will look for early in a game to see any markers in terms of, okay, we're heading this way versus that way?
Well, I mean, we've only played 5 games. I think it's a pretty small sample size, and I also think that, it's hard to win on the road in the playoffs. Look around the league, right? So it's like, I haven't, I'm not losing sleep over where we're playing right now. I just want to play well. And obviously when you're playing on the road and the crowd is involved and everything else, they get going in transition, they get effort plays, they add energy in that regard, hit a bunch of threes. You have to be alert to that and try your best to manage that momentum. But the best way to manage it is to play well, and, that's what we're tasked with tonight. We're going to have to play really well.
Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. Jayson Tatum was the latest. He was the subject of the latest edition of Kobe Bryant's Detail, where he breaks down film. And last season, Kobe was working with Isaiah Thomas behind closed doors during the postseason. How can that make a positive impact on a player, just taking that kind of information from a future Hall of Famer like that?
Well, I think you got to be careful taking it from a Laker, first of all, right? No, I'm kidding. I watched it too. It was really good. He's I think all the great players were great for a reason, and I think when you talk about a guy like Kobe, and you certainly see this with LeBron as well, the details are where it's at, and I think that his ability to look at things and talk about small, subtle changes that people can make or reads, those are really helpful things, and that's why in the summertime, a lot of these guys reach out to guys like Kobe. Gordon spent time with him a couple of summers ago as well, and really try to get inside the mind of why or how they view the game. And so, it's really cool for those guys to, any of the greats, when they share a tidbit, share a thought, I think, our guys, rightfully so, are all ears.